officially starting a rumor that the dudes from Dave & Buster's are the same as the dudes from Barnes & Noble, Dave Barnes and Buster Noble. Why not? Who freaking cares? What are they gonna do? Sue me? Yeah, guys, I'm back. They sued me. They took everything but my booth. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy Peasy. I'm Cougar. I'll be your narrator today as we look at the amazing subreddit r/non-political Twitter. Yup, I'm just ready for it. I'm gonna get canceled after this. Thanks, Easy Peasy. Well, let's get to it. Lines my husband has actually used in the last 24 hours. The turkey is dressed. Now let's get you undressed. The turkey is stuffed. Wanna be next? Now that you've mashed the potatoes, I want to mash you. The turkey is in the oven. Let's go pretend we can put something in you. I hate you. Does anyone else ever just crave the wafer of the Kit Kat and watch the chocolate off? Kit Kat has blocked you. Rightfully so. Anna Menta. The man in front of me on the flight home this weekend watched the first 15 minutes of Citizen Kane, turned it off, and then watched the entirety of Elf 2003. Good choice. One movie superior. Elf, baby. My BF said you look like if Paddington was in the Matrix. Just Paddington doing bullet time. Someone, please, anyone, develop and require two-factor authentication to use reply all in emails. I beg you, do it. I don't know what to say. Catholics against seedless watermelon. Seedless watermelons against Catholics. I'm glad seedless watermelons against Catholics is almost winning. My best friend from high school has a really pressing question, guys. Man, can you explain something to me? How does Fred Claus have a $100 million budget from 2007 and Dune has a $165 million budget in 2021? Like, how is this possible? Well, a lot of it could be like, now that a lot of it's not practical effects, it's actually cheaper to do it in CGI. Also, like, stars got paid more back then also, so like, that could be part of it, or, you know, who knows? Who knows, bro? Someone crucified that guy who made our table, a guy who only knew Jesus from his carpentry. That really sucks, he made good work. I feel like everyone worships avocado, and I'm struggling because it tastes like compressed wet grass lump, but nobody will listen, and I'm all alone in this world. You're not alone, bro. I genuinely hate avocado. It's disgusting. I've never even tried it, and I know it's disgusting. It looks like a gross, mushy, rotten potato, and probably tastes like one, too. If someone puts down a +4 card, you must draw 4 and your turn is skipped. You can't put down a +2 to make the next person draw 6. We know you've tried. Hashtag, you know. What about a 4 plus, a 4 plus? No, you don't know how to play the game right then, dummy. You can do that. Everyone knows that. My ex used to get drunk and scream in my face about how much he couldn't stand me. Jake gets drunk and tells me he loves me 900 times in 4 hours because I just don't ever want to forget how much he mean to me. And that is the difference between dirt and gold. Yeah, I like getting screamed in the face. That first guy was a massive piece of gold. Fern Brady. I've been wearing my boyfriend's hoodie around the house for the last week. I tried to give it back last night. That's not my hoodie. Realized with horror I've been wearing our builder's hoodie in front of the builder. I had a little sleep in at some point, came out of my room, said good morning to the builder wearing his clothes. Very, very interesting. And he didn't say anything is also interesting. I would have been like, yo! Give me my goddamn hoodie back, Mike! The smartest animals, owl, wearing graduation cap, worm, is an apple wearing glasses. My guide dog in training visited a local school recently, which turned out to be the school picture day. Today they sent me this. Oh my god, it's a little puppy with a tie! School dress code update. Students cannot wear clothing with the name of any musician or band unless the student can name at least 3 of their songs. The 8th grader who said, I thought Nirvana was a clothing brand last week, has been suspended indefinitely. Thank you. You've done the world a service. Amen. Do you dry off your face after the shower with the same towel you used to dry your balls, or do you have a separate ball towel? You start with the face and then head down. The towel forgets everything by tomorrow. Hey, women, do you do the same thing? Because I never asked you that. It's kind of rude that you would ask that, but I start with my balls and then the rest of my body, if you must know. Feels good. Dad jokes. As I handed my dad his 50th birthday card, he looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, you know, one would have been enough. If a movie character gets shot here, they're required to keep it to themselves for a while. Later in the movie, they must open their shirt jacket, revealing an alarming amount of blood, followed by another character saying, you're hurt! This is law. Is the Grinch his name, or his ethnicity, or his job? I'm pretty sure that's his name. That is his name, right? Hold on. The Grinch is actually the same species as the Whos. He is a different subspecies though, explaining his greenness. The Grinch, kind of Who, are actually quite numerous, but live quite a distance away from Whoville. So his name is the Grinch, his job is being the Grinch, and his species is a Grinch. Okay, but his species also a Who? I don't know. Moving on. I wish Animal Crossing was real and my only plans for tomorrow were getting up and watching my tulips, then hanging out with my cat's friends, then finding money in trees to pay off my debt to a raccoon. Yeah, bro, it's called being rich so you can retire at 30. My friend Adam has never texted me for a normal reason. Tyler, are you free at 7? And do you want to be on our bowling league for the night? We're down the player. Random question. Do you want to go to a comedy show with my parents and me at 7:30 in Greenwich Village? Do you happen to have a cowboy hat you're not using tonight? Tyler! I am once again asking the bowling question. 7 p.m.? You got it, my dude.
Not me catching a flight to Utah to meet this man I met online 2 days ago with only $120 in my account. He said I won't need anything, not even bags.
Ted Bundy would be doing triple doubles. Every day in this generation, they're so dumb. She made a TikTok about it, too. I just realized Harry and the boys never had regular classes. No English, math, science, or history. Hogwarts alumni are probably dumb as hell. Yeah, I'm so glad that they don't know a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I've used that so much in life. Not being, though, you should read the book guy. I generally didn't like the books more than the movies, but in the books they do talk about this. They do have normal classes, but it's boring to be like, Harry sat in math class contemplating when he'd get to cast Wingardium Leviosa again. Yeah, see? It'd make for a bad book. Honestly, we'll never top the year I told everyone I was going to be Amelia Earhart for Halloween and then didn't show up to the party. Yeah, bro, you peaked. I'm sorry. Tell me why the frick my brother took comparison photos in the same spot without me and it looks like I died. 'Cause he did, dude. The hardest part about falling in love with my local 7-Eleven cashier is knowing she'll never go out with me as she scans my double gulp cup full of nacho cheese. Hashtag heartbroken. The season of Earth is just not realistic. It's just not. So many plot holes like where did the murder hornets go? Why introduce them if they aren't important to the story? Come on, man, where are the murder hornets? I want the world to end with bug war. Who's winning this fight? Did you forget what Magneto's superpower is, LOL? He'll just take the metal and crush it. That's it. How can we recognize when something is strawberry scented when actual strawberries don't even have a smell? This tweet is pissing me off because it makes sense. Strawberries have a smell, you just gotta bite into them. Getting bored of 69 and 420. They should release new funny numbers. It's called 628958467. The new funny number. Patent pending, Cougar McDowell Industries. Gotta respect the longevity of Microsoft Word. Nothing about it works, and it's still the standard. Want to move an image? Go to hell. Edit a PFD? Edit your expectations. Ignore a spelling mistake? How about suck my dick? That'll be $150. Yes, Daddy, Microsoft. Yes, Daddy. You want me to drink water? The thing that killed Jack in Titanic? I don't think so. Only Gatorade. I learned today that a group of students used a Google Doc to take lecture notes. They all took notes simultaneously in a collective file. As they took notes, they would mark places they were confused or couldn't follow the lecture. Other students would see and explain in real time. At the end of the semester, as they are prepping for finals, they have this massive document of notes, questions, and explanations from peers. I don't know where they learned this or if they just came up with it together, but it is amazing. Truly brilliant collaboration and solidarity. Man, if only we helped each other succeed in life like these students did in school, there wouldn't be super rich people. We could all just murder them and share the wealth. But oh yeah, people are greedy and only want to be at the top. When my wife, who's shy AF, first met my extended family, we had a big dinner with about 14 people. At the end of the meal, I said, to say thanks, she'd love to sing for you all. Everyone went silent and stared at her, and she still hasn't forgiven me 9 years later. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna do this, but I'll never be married. A drunk girl at this party asked me, so, what's your backstory? I said, scoliosis, and she said, what complete sincerity? That's crazy, I'm a Libra! I want to punch this girl. Am I the only one? When a girl says I'm cold, don't be an idiot and say, me too. Instead, say, well damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather. See, I have my friend, Azia, who does this. And she's like, I'm cold. And I'm like, okay. Me too. That's why the heat's on. No, I'm not going to turn the heat. No, I'm not going to give you my jacket. No, get your own jacket. Tony Hawk. At a skate park, older dude outside the fence sees me and yells, heckles, do a kickflip, bro. So I did one. He then turns to his friend and says, holy crap, he actually did it. Did you find this humiliating or liberating? I was just happy to make it first try, bro. Yeah, dude, imagine being Tony Hawk messing up a kickflip. The 80s on Netflix versus the 80s IRL. As a very old person, I feel qualified to say that most modern media set in the 80s fails to capture how freaking brown everything was, and how dangerous everything was, except for Inside Job, that gets it perfectly.
Canadian eatery puts teeny chairs around the little table that comes inside pizza boxes. My childhood dream has come true. I finally have something to put my toys in. My GF is crying, weeping while playing Mario Kart. Are you gonna let me win one? Frick no. I'm not taking a dive because you don't know how to aim the green shells. This is real life. Grow up. You're not getting a trophy here. Just took 93-year-old mom to vote. She registered blind. In a loud voice, she said, "Which bags for war with friends?" A cheer went up from waiting voters. Me watching Bake Off. You fool! You can't dip the walnut whirl in the tempered chocolate. You have to drizzle over the top to achieve the characteristic wobble of the coffee ganache, Parisian cafe style. Me baking home. I forgot to put apples in the pie, so it's just crust. I hope you enjoy. Human, we have a color named after you. Salmon. Really? Is it silvery blue like my outside? Human. No, wait, why is it pink? Why is it pink, Matthew? Adele's opera concert proves that she didn't lose her voice with those pounds. She lost weight. She didn't make a deal with the sea witch. Okay, real quick. She did lose her voice. It was because she stressed it while practicing while losing weight. The other thing, some people lose their singing voice when they lose weight. Being fat, I'm not even kidding you. Look it up. It's a fact. I've been told this by my singing coach. Being heavier set can affect your voice. Look it up. Seriously, why do you think they always say the fat lady sings? It's like a real thing. It was very stringy. You ever been to a pumpkin patch? Yeah. Got proof? Looks like cabbage. That's probably why the pie sucked. Every microwave has a popcorn button, and every bag of popcorn says do not use that button. I'm tired of these flirty little games. Just make out with each other and stop burning my popcorn. It's crazy that we kept trying to top Heath Ledger's Joker with more scary Jokers instead of putting Sacha Baron Cohen in the brightest purple suit we could find and let him mine a kind of terror that we weren't ready for. I really wish this would happen. Dude's super talented and it'd probably freak you out. 2011 was the year movies finally nailed stylizing hyperrealism in 3D anime movies without it looking like the Uncanny Valley, and then proceeded to never do it ever again. Yes, Tintin, Rango, both those movies didn't do great financially, that's why. Graphic designer. Almost done with that piece on acid reflux. Go ahead and give it massive bazongas. What? Just Titanic tatas, massive ones. Just really give it the go. Okay. Just helped the Russian man find a fedora at Target. He looked at himself in the mirror and said, "Yes, this looks good. I like it." Then he turned to me and said, "When you turn 60 like me, women don't look at you anymore. You get fat and start dying. We're all born to die." Ha 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 ha. I set out a suitcase to pack for my flight later today and spotted my 3-year-old crawling inside it to hide. I casually zipped it up, yelled, "I'm off to the airport, everybody," and carried it out to the car. I've circled the block twice and my luggage hasn't stopped laughing. That's kind of cute, though. That's really cute. Thanks, fellas. We figured it out. Carson Deleza Printing Company is where the art comes from. No actual source on the artist, so I conclude there is no human being behind this. And this company spawned out of nowhere and generates this art like some sort of SCP. Take note, everybody. We're coming for you with Smile Crab, SCP-9873218. I explained to my daughter that when Netflix started, they used to send you DVDs. 6-year-old. Only voice. Back in my day, the internet used to come in the mail. It was weird. And we had to return them. I dumped my GF in 8th grade, and by the end of the day, she was dating someone else. Yesterday, she married him. A little much to get my attention, don't you think? Move on, babe. Like, come on. I know I'm a catch, but come on. There are so many humans in the household right now. The odds that a snack will hit the floor are the highest they have been in several years. Snack sniffer on high gray alert. It's easy to have the courage of a lion. They're gigantic and have claws and no natural predators. Have the courage of the guinea pig, a 2-pound meat potato with zero offense or defense abilities that will scream at an ape 100 times its size if their lettuce is too wilty. Update. Just found out that the gray cat I see all the time in my neighborhood is actually at least 4 separate identical cats. Went outside and they were all just vibing together. I'm freaking losing it. Dude, that's 5. That is 5 cats, dog. There are 5. I feel like there's an army waiting somewhere. As I hosted my own luggage into the trunk, my very Polish cab driver, impressed, shouted, "Strong girl, farm!" And this is the only way I wish strange men to speak with me. Moving forward. Americans have 33 billion worth of unused text just sitting around according to new report. GameStop values it at $6, so I'd rather just use it as a paperweight, to be honest. Harry Potter befriending the first 2 people he met on the way to school and staying friends with them until death is the most relatable part of the series. Banks email like, we have a message for you in your inbox, and then the message like, "Hello, we are your bank." You got 32 bucks in your bank account. It's in low cash mode, Cougar. Thanks. That's my life savings. Empty tubes of wrapping paper. Do you pretend it's a lightsaber, bonk it on someone's head, or both? But a little known but obvious fact that will immediately make us all feel stupid. Percentages are reversible. 8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8, and one of them is much easier to do in your head. Wow, really wish I learned this in math class. Thank you, public school system. My boyfriend told me that when we started talking, he saw I tweeted about how I'd fall in love when I met a man who didn't use 3-in-1 shampoos, so he went to the store that night to buy shampoo and conditioner because he didn't want to risk it. LMAO. Me, pre-kids. I'm never gonna lie to my kids ever. Me with kids. I just got off the phone with Santa, the firefighter dog from Paw Patrol and the Green Power Ranger, and they all agree. If you don't put your shoes on, they're gonna have to put down another unicorn. Jesus, what is Santa and the dog doing? I mean, the Green Ranger would just jump up and snap its neck, but come on, bro. None of these science fiction stories I read in my youth predicted everybody would be afraid to answer their phones due to a non-stop harassment from robots. Yes. Hello. We'd like to speak to you about your car's extended warranty. Jupiter, high on caffeine, sleep-deprived, and doing its best to take care of 79 moons. Mankind wasn't meant to work in December. We were meant to hide from wolves, drink, and pray our autumn harvest will last us through the dark months. That's it, my friends. Don't work. Hide in a cave. What's upsetting about hearing my neighbor have sex is realizing she can hear me ask my dog if we're best friends multiple times a day. Are we best friends, Brody? No. Are we? No, Cougar. Get some friends. You're my... No. After years of them begging to see it, I decided to let my kids watch The Ring. We're watching it together. So far, I've had to explain VCRs, landline phones, photo development stores, newspapers. What are the whores await in The Ring? Any other snitches with astigmatismus want to square up with the inventor of LED headlights? We ride, but not at dawn or dusk. I have astigmatism. Can I fight with you? Because I can't see anything at dawn or dusk. My BF, historian, published 2 books, basically a public intellectual, looking at a picture of a triceratops. Does this animal still exist? I'm not this smart, but I did graduate. I'm the same way. I looked at a bird of a dodo. I was like, why have I never seen this bird before a few weeks ago? Mike Perry asking for the Halo theme song for his walkout and getting Halo by Beyonce is one of the funniest things to happen, and it's not talked about enough. Anyways, everyone, we are at the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos here on Easy Peasy, or of course our sister channels MK or Deely. Have a good day, be good people, and remember, please don't cancel me on Twitter. What did I do? Except do bad accents. Come on, give me a shot.